Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban links on.
Yes, Cuban B.
I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crime, Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper, ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
You know how we do. Rockefeller. Forever. You can catch me skating through your town, putting it down. Y'all relating, no waiting. I'll make your block infrared hot. I'm like Satan.
Speaking of making your block infrared hot, Barry, you hit so big this weekend that my phone started to spark. How was your Pegasus weekend?
Man, it was fantastic. Got out there and, the weather turned for the better, which was great. It was really cold on Friday, but Saturday was perfect in 70s. Everybody's having a good time and cashed a couple tickets.
Yeah, one big one for sure. A nice little $1,700 score on a not expensive pick 3 ticket at all. It was very impressive, good sir.
That's what I do.
That's what he do. It's how it be sometimes.
It is.
All
That's
right.
why I have no voice. That's why I have no voice, by the way.
I wouldn't have a voice either. I also would have bruises on my head, whipping myself while the horse was running down the.
No, I was doing the jumps. I was jumping.
Nice. Very nice. Nice. Showing off that vertical leap that I don't have. Well, Barry, it's Monday, so what does that mean? It's Mahoning Valley time. We're doing our Mahoning Valley pick 3s. We're talking Mahoning Valley today, the 27th of January, year of our Lord 2025. Post time 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 God's time, 9:15 specific time. And just because Mahoning Valley has one of the lowest pick 3 takeouts in the country, Barry and I have our favorite pick 3 bets on the card. And by the way, our new friends at Iron Bets, if you bet $250 at Mahoning Valley today, they're going to give you $20 in free bets. Just throwing that out there. Barry, you ready to dive in?
I am, always.
Let's get after it. All right. I kick it off today. I started out in race 5. Barry's got one that starts in race 6, but let's go ahead. Let's take a look at mine. 8 furlongs, $15,000 claiming, race 5. I think that I got low and early speed in this race. I think that low and early speed is actually worth its salt, so that makes it an easy decision for me to single in the spot. I got a horse that will make its own race, and I have a pace advantage, so I'm singling number 7, 110, at 5-2. Anthony Farrier doesn't come to Mahoning Valley to fuck around. He's won 50% of his races going 8 for 16 at the time of the publication of my past performances. And he's also hitting at 25% off the claim and in the high 30s range when he gets Eric Barbarian up in the irons. I think 110 can control this pace to set easy fractions. I like this much better than the chalk number 1 Logico, who already had an established pattern of popping off the layoff and then declining in performance for 2 straight starts. This would be the second decline in figures if the pattern holds. And I'm going to take a slightly contrarian single of number 7, 110 instead. Then we move to race 6, 8 furlongs, $45,000, non-winners at 2 something claiming. There's low and early speed in this race also, but I don't think that speed is good enough to hold off this field the entire way around. Instead, I like a pack of 3 horses in this spot. I got chalk, a short price, and a good price. They should be sitting the stalking pressing trip behind this speed that I don't like. The first one's going to be the 1 Krug. When you look at Krug's history running behind slow paces, which I think this one will be, you see a horse that takes initiative and is a little more forwardly placed. I think that puts Krug in ideal striking position coming from the rail in this race. Then I use the 6, Corona Grande. I could probably leave this horse off of my ticket, but I'm pretty desperate to not suck at a Mahoning Valley pick 3. Plus, this Indiana bred horse was running, and winning for much bigger purses at Horseshoe Indy. And this one could be rounding into form after peaking in September. And then I'm also using the 8 at 10-1. This is the horse that I'm really excited about that should be sitting in that second flight with the other 2 horses I'm using and getting the wide stalking trip. Big time dirty little pig boy angle at play here.
Little pig boy.
As this one is shipping in from Turfway, and I might get the synth to dirt pop and performance. And the way I'm closing it out in race 7, 5.5 furlongs, $5,000 non-winners of 3 lifetime claiming. I've got 2 horses here. I'm using the 6 quick recovery at 5-2, trained by a trusted name in this region, Jeffrey Radosevich. And this one does its best running up towards the front. I don't think it's cooked necessarily if it doesn't make the lead. This is a little bit of a horse for course. It's never missed the trifecta at Mahoning Valley and should either have first run or will be gunning to run the chalk off its feet. And the chalk looks like it gets headed. If it gets headed, it loses. And then I use the 8 Kachow at 6-1. This is the price I like that will be getting the wide stalking trip very close to the pace, which will put it in great position to steal the race from the chalk and potentially my other horse, the 6 quick recovery. So that is my pick 3. Barry, you've got a pick 3, but you've noticed I've remodeled around here. Real quick, I got to get a word in from our good friends. The Notorious OTB is partnered up with the new premier horse racing ADW Iron Bets. While most ADWs are shuttering their rewards programs, Iron Bets is going strong because they're the ADW built by horse players for horse players. And new players can earn up to $300 in deposit bonus. Plus, Iron Bets is crypto-friendly. Watch and wager on the best racing action at Iron Bets. Download the Iron Bets app and use promo code NOTB so they know that we sent you. That's Iron Bets in your app store, promo code NOTB. Barry, you kick yours off in race 6. Take it away.
Yes. I didn't really think there was too many surprises in race 6. And I think we have 2 alike picks here. I'm going to go with Krug. Best last race buyer wins these races quite a bit. Krug is that and should get the run of the race. I like the draw on the inside for this horse in this race. Can fly right out of there and kind of wing it. And I'm going to also use the 6 Corona Grande for the same reasons. Has better speed figures than most of this field. Did go to Mahoning Valley first time last race on December 16th. Ran pretty good. I think second time this horse will be better. So we'll move on to race number 7. I felt like the chalk in this spot, the 1 Love the Sauce, is up against it. I know this horse has 2 wins out of 3 starts, but drawing the rail here is really concerning. Because there is other speeds, and I'm not sure how tough Love the Sauce is. If this horse gets, into a tussle, I don't know if this horse will battle back or kind of fold. So I'm willing to gamble against that horse. So we're going to use 3 in this race. We're going to use the 4 Alta the Stars. The race basically on the 27th of November is what I'm looking at. I'm not really sure what happened in the other 2. I know this horse doesn't really like the mud or the slop or wet tracks, so you can put a line through that. I mean, I watched that replay, and the horse just didn't get a hold of the track at all. It just didn't do any running. And last time ran a bit better, although the running line doesn't suggest that. I think that race was a lot better, and I think this horse with the, staying at this level was perfect and should get a nice trip. We're also going to use, I said Herbides, but I don't know if it's Hebrides or Herbides. I don't know. The 5. I like this horse, coming over to Mahoning Valley, closed in that race from way, way, way back. And I don't think that was the plan. Typically, this horse likes to be forwardly placed. I think they're going to get a better trip here today. So we're going to use Herbides at a big price, 15-1. And then we're also going to use Kachow. The idea is to press this horse from the outside on the inside horse. And if that happens, I think the one's in trouble. And Kachel could actually keep running, and we're going to use that one too. Now, going into the last race, we're going to use 4 horses here. The 3 Irish Unity, the 5 2 Cookie Rule, the 7 2 Aunt Jones, and the 9 C Spot Run. And what you'll see that most of these horses will be forwardly placed. I think that's where you want to be in a race like this. Devil Vision is pretty much a dead closer, as is Sense of Wonder. And we're just going to toss those 2 right out and go with the horses that are going to be forwardly placed. And if we get one of these, this should play pretty good.
Well, there we go. Those are our pick 3s. Let's go ahead. Let's recap some picks here. I'll start off because my pick 3 started in race 5. We got race 5. We're taking the 7, race 6, 1, 6, 8, and then race 7, 6 and 8. Well, come on, $3. It's a $3 ticket. So jump onto it. Barry, why don't you go ahead and recap your pick 3?
Yep. Race 6, we're going to go with the 1 and 6. Race 7, 4, 5, and 8. And race 8, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And that is, what is it, $12?
$12.
24, play for $1. I always play for $1, but at least. But we're good.
So press it for $1, man. Why not?
That's what I do.
Well, you're
So nice, it hit it twice.
Yeah, man. We're talking to the pick 3 here who like $12 into 1,700. So I'd take his word for it if Barry, that's gonna do it for us today. We've got our Mahoning Valley pick 3s. Remember, download the Iron Bets app, use our promo code NOTB so they know that we sent you. Tomorrow, we got our long shots for parks. We're looking at horses 10-1 or greater on the morning line. Barry, any parting words for the people?
Go Birds.
Go Birds. He says that's gonna make Sean really happy because he's a huge Birds fan. All right, that's gonna do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We will see you tomorrow with our Parks long shots. Bye-bye.